welcome back to Magical Budgets. Today we are going to do our 2023 debt confession. Okay, so here's what we have. I have been working through debt payoff through 2022. I sat down at the beginning of 2022 and actually looked at my finances, and it was the first time. I'm 40 years old now, and it's the first time that I had ever actually sat down and tried to make a plan for how I was going to pay it off. I found the Budget Mom on YouTube. I found the, budget by paycheck, the zero-based budget, the whole, allotting every dollar you have to certain areas and certain things, and it made all the difference in my financial life. So I have a tendency to, once the bills are paid, the rest of the money is just fair game, and so that changed a lot of that. And I actually have money that I'm putting in savings now where I never did before. So I started 2022 with, I have 2 student loans, which they are, still not accruing interest. But last year I started out the year with 15 credit cards, and I'm down to 5. So I got 5 credit cards paid off last year. I did, I made a lot of progress considering the lack of progress that I had ever made before. I paid off right at I think $11,000 last year. So this year my goal of $10,000, I think that was my goal. I'll have to look back. Anyway, my goal, Anyway, so let me look here. I know you're supposed to have your debt goals set, but yeah, I think my goal was to pay off $10,000 in debt this year. So I do hope to exceed that, but that's the minimum that I want to get paid off. So we're going to go through and write down what we've got right now. So first, and this is the first priority wise, is I've got an Old Navy Visa. Now I did have this paid off, but I got a offer for a balance transfer, so I transferred this balance from another card, and I have till October to pay this off. So right now it is not accruing interest. I'm just making as many extra payments on it as I can, and the goal is to have this paid off at the end of September. So October 1st it will start accruing interest. So I have to have this paid off in September. So that's the goal. Now it doesn't matter if I wait till, September 15th to pay it off, but that's the goal. So my Old Navy Visa credit card, it has 0%, and right now the balance on it is $3,117. Number 2 is my Sam's card. It has 22.9%. The reason this is number 2, this is the, I guess, the lowest balance I have right now. And it is $1,363. And these were January totals. I don't have all the February totals yet. So, number 3 is PayPal MasterCard, and I put PayPal PP. It's a PayPal MasterCard, and it is 23.99. I don't wholly do Avalanche versus Snowball. I want this one first because I don't want that interest to start. I want this one next because it's the lowest balance, and that will give me motivation. That will knock these 2 out to where then I can focus on the next one. So the PayPal right now is the highest interest rate, and it is $2,782. Number 4 is my Chase Disney Visa, and it has 18%, and in January it had $3,620, but I know I paid $500 on it, so that's not accurate now. But anyway, this is what it was in January. Mom. Hang on just one second. All right, somebody needed a snack. All right, so yes, I'm working on paying that down. I'm trying to make really big payments on that one. So, well, and partly because I paid $500, but then I used this for my gas every month. So I charge what gas I buy, and then the rest of it pays on the balance, which, you know, obviously I do not use $500 worth of gas or fuel in a month's time. So that's what I'm doing to try to bring that one down. And I'm getting rewards points on it, which is partly why I'm using it, and I use that on my annual, like my maintenance fees on my DVC. So anyway, there's a reason, but anyway, we're working on that one. But that one should be down around probably $3,100-$3,200 now. Okay, I have a loan with OneMain, and it is 18%, and it is $10,055. So yeah, we really want to get that one down. I have a Bank of America card, and I'll just put BA. I think it's a MasterCard. Anyway, it is 15.99% interest, and it is $5,846, and I do pay an extra like $50, I think, a month on that payment. It comes out on auto draft. Most of these are on auto draft. And then I pay extra on the one that is like my number one. But I've had this card for so long, and I mean, the balance at the beginning of last year was up about $6,700. So I've paid, you know, $1,000, almost $1,000 off of it. But you know, just chip away. Don't put anything else on it. That's kind of my rule now. Don't add to the debt. Just keep chipping away. This is my credit union Visa card, and it was 7.5%, and I don't know where percentage rates have started going up, but it is now up to 10%, which really annoys me. And that was one I didn't really worry about because the interest rate wasn't so bad. But now that the interest rate's going up, I'm really trying to push to pay down on it. So it is at $3,604. Number 8. Well, I guess I have 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I said I had 5. I have 6. I have a loan with Bonera Financial for some DVC points. My big contract is paid off. I paid cash for it, but I got a small contract, and so I'm making payments on it, and the interest on it is 9.9%, and it is, I owe $5,030 on it. So I think it's got a couple more years on it to pay off. But you know, if I can knock through some of these, then I'll try to get it paid off early. And then the last 2 are my student loans. And that's the same. They are both sitting at 0% right now. One is for $5,038 and one is for $5,010. So I would also like to start throwing a little bit at those just to knock them out, knock some of it down before the interest rate starts kicking back in. because I think that's supposed to happen like September, which is, you know, at least if I can have that one done by the time those start, that will help. So the total for all of this So my debt total is $45,465. Last year when I added all of it up, I didn't add in the student loans because I wasn't paying on them, so I didn't write them down every month. So I didn't include that in my total last year. And then I added this Monera loan last year. So last year I had all of this with the totals that they were last year, plus, you know, 9 other credit cards. So it was horrible. But anyway, so this year, you know, if I can hit my 10,000, my goal this year is to get this Old Navy paid off, get the Sam's Club paid off, and I would love to at least, because part of this 10,000 is going to be where I'm paying on these every month, and getting the totals down that way, or the balances. But it would be awesome if I could also get, if not all, the majority of that one knocked out, to where I would be down to just the 3 credit cards and the 2 loans and then the 2 student loans next year, and then I could work on knocking those out, because I would love to get that one main paid off next year. That will probably be the goal next year, is not worry so much about the credit cards, but get that one paid off next year. So goals, you know, it's always good to have goals. So but for 2023, these are my big 3. If I can get them paid off early and go ahead and start chipping away at some of these others, even better. So please be gentle if you leave comments, because this, you know, debt to me is just one of those raw things of things I've screwed up on in the past, and choices and decisions that I made, that I didn't think about what was best for me. I didn't think about what was best for my family, for my future, for our future. And these are just things that I need to take care of, so they're not looming over our heads. So thank you all who are here. Thank you who all have subscribed and are watching. Please like, comment if you feel the need. Just please be gentle. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.